Department of Electronics. I myself, Professor Kumar Arich. Friends, in the last period, we have discussed regarding the syllabus of paper number 12, Electronic Communication. And today, we are going to start with the first topic from the same paper, namely Fundamentals of Electronics Communication. The plan of our lecture is first we are going to introduce the meaning of electronic communication. Then we are going to deal with need and importance of communication. Then we are going to discuss with elements of the communication system. After that, we are going to study the general block diagram of communication system. After that, we are going to deal with the types of communication system. Then we are going to study electromagnetic spectra. After that, we are going to study bandwidth required for the electronic communication. Then we are going to deal with noise and types of noise. In that, we are going to study signal to noise ratio and noise figure. At last, we are going to study the noise temperature. Friends, this is how we are going to proceed with our first topic. Friends, when we are going to introduce the topic, we can say that the dictionary meaning of communication is nothing but it is the act of passing news, information, message, views, feelings, emotions, expressions, etc. from one person to the another person. Please try to remember that this is the dictionary meaning of communication. When we are going to say exactly about the communication, that whatever we want to express, that is our expressions, our feelings, our informations, news, opinions from one person to the another person, this type of communication should be very satisfactory. Means whatever we are going to express, it should reach to the another person. It should be understood by another person. Then and then we are going to say that the communication is successful. But friends, we are going to learn electronic communication. Hence, we are going to say that electronic communication is nothing but the process of sending the information, message, feelings, views, opinions, expressions by means of an electronic media from transmitter towards the receiver. In practice, we are going to observe so many types of electronic communication. For example, such a type of communication is going to be achieved through wire telephony, means by means of a telephone communication. A radio communication means as we are regularly listening the radios, we are watching the television. These are the few examples which are going to be associated, which are going to give the indication regarding the electronic communication. So friends, why this communication is needed? The electronic communication is needed because it plays the very important role in transmitting, processing and receiving the electrical signal in the form of a radio frequency carrying the information, news, message, audio and a video signal. This means that whatever we are going to transmit, that is our expressions, our views, it is going to be converted into the electrical signal. It is transmitted by means of a transmitter. It is after being processed and it is received at the receiving end by means of a receiver, and entire all these communication will be done in the form of a radio frequency signal. The kind of radio frequency communication may be in the form of audio or it may be in the form of a video signal. Communication system has large varieties like telegraphy, telephony, broadcasting audio and a video signal, radar communication, radiometry, radio navigation, computer communication, internet communication, mobile communication, optical fiber communication, fax, paging, ISDN, digital communication. All these are the examples which are related with the electronic communication. In all such a communications, microwave in a radio frequency range are used to travel through the space from transmitter to the receiver that covers the very long distance. The processing of signal improves the signal quality at the receiving end. Means if you use electronic communication, signal quality is going to be gets improved. Electronic communication, due to electronic communication, height of antenna is going to be gets reduced. Intermixing of the signal is also reduced. Fastens the speed of communication. Time required to transmit the signal, electronic signal especially from transmitter to the receiver is also reduced. With the help of electronic communication, one can get the information regarding the environment, regarding the temperature, regarding the pressure, information regarding the naval information, flood information, earthquake, volcano. All these informations can be very easily obtained by means of an electronic communication, and that is the reason why there is a need of electronic communication. Friends, we are going to deal with the general block diagram of electronic communication system. When we are going to deal with the general block diagram of electronic communication system, it consists of few blocks. Basically, the information to be needed, the information to be transmitted is the first aspect of electronic communications. Meaning thereby, the material which is required to be transmitted, the signal which is required to be transmitted, it is basically needed. After that, for the processing of the electronic signal, the transmitter is essential. Once the signal is processed, the processed signal after being transmitted, it has to pass through some medium. The medium through which so processed signal is transmitted, it is known as the channel. And hence, channel is also the essential thing for the electronic communication. Once the signal is transmitted through the channel, it is being received by means of a receiver. So that's why the receiver is the another block which is very necessary to receive the signal which is being transmitted by the transmitter. At last, the destination also plays the very important role. Means exactly where the signal is going to be reached. But during this particular process, within the channel through which the electronic signal is communicated or traveling through that particular channel, which may be a space, which may be a cable, which may be a wire, which may be the radio frequency signal, which is going to be carried from transmitter to the receiver. During this particular path of the transmitter carrying the signal information, maybe there is a possibility of adding the noise. Friends, try to remember that noise is the unwanted signal, but it is very difficult to avoid it. We can minimize it. And such unwanted signal, if those are going to be added into the channel, and it is also, we can call it as, which is not necessary, but it is naturally going to get added into the system. Thus, The diagram represented here indicates the block diagram of electronic communication system. Whatever we have discussed, same thing it is going to be represented in the form of block diagram. Friends, this is the information or source. Information or source is nothing but anything which is to be transmitted. Maybe it is audio signal, maybe it is a video signal, maybe it is a pressure, maybe it is a temperature, maybe it is a force, maybe it is any physical quantity which is required to be transmitted from one place to the another place. All such a things we can call it as it is the information. From the point of view of literary meaning, we can show that it may be expression, views, opinions. All these things we can call it as these are the information which are going to be generated from particular source. And that's why it is an essential part of electronic communication which is exactly to be transmitted from transmitter to the receiver. Friends, the information, the source, whatever it is there, it is in the form of the physical form. Let me consider acoustic sound signal, it is to be transmitted. So acoustic sound signal is in the physical form. Therefore, it is unnecessarily to be converted into the electrical signal. And the conversion of physical signal into the electrical signal will be done in the transmitter. In the transmitter, first stage is say transducer. Means that converts any physical quantity into its corresponding electronic signal. Once we get the electronic signal, it is to be processed in the transmitter. Especially in the transmitter, modulation of the electrical signal so converted is done. Means modulation is a basic part of the transmitter. Without modulation, so converted signal is not transmitted because it has to cover a very long distance. So that's why converted signal is going to be modulated in the transmitter. Once the signal is modulated, means it is processed, then it is amplified through the several stages of the amplifier, whose last stage is the power amplifier. So output of this transmitter, it is connected to the transmitting antenna. Obviously, the role of transmitting antenna is to transmit radio frequency signal, which is the output of transmitter, into the corresponding electromagnetic signal. So generated signal is given to the channel. Friends, try to remember, channel is a medium through which the radio frequency signal travels from transmitter towards the receiver. The channel may be a cable, channel may be a wire, channel may be a space, channel may be an atmosphere through which the electronic signal that carries the information is traveling from one place towards the another place. So this is the peculiar area. Channel is the peculiar area where likely to be unwanted signal is going to be introduced. Because atmosphere, space, maybe it is a cable, maybe it is a wire, there is a chance to introduce the unwanted signal. And such unwanted signal, if it is going to be introduced within the channel, and it is known as the noise. Thus the electronic signal, including the unwanted signal, travels through the channel and it reaches to the receiver. Main role of receiver is to receive such a electromagnetic signal traveled from the space, maybe coming through the wire, maybe coming through the cable, through its receiving antenna and convert that signal again back into the radio frequency signal. So received signal, it is a demodulated. Friends, try to remember, in the receiver, again the signal is processed, and especially it is a demodulated. Demodulated means original information is separated from the modulated wave. Friends, try to remember, modulation is done in the transmitter, whereas a demodulation is done in the receiver. After being demodulation, the signal is again amplified through the several stages as per requirement. At the last state, its power level is again amplified. So processed signal, it is given to the destination. So destination is that particular place where the original information is going to be gets produced. Thus we can say that by using this particular block diagram, which indicates that how electronic communication takes place from source up to the destination. So friends, let me take an example of say acoustic sound signal. So we can say acoustic sound signal is a source on information. This acoustic sound signal is converted into electrical signal by using the mic. Mic converts such as acoustic sound signal into the electrical signal. This signal is given to the transmitter. In transmitter, this electrical signal is amplified through these several stages as per requirement, as per distance to be covered. After being amplification, this signal is modulated. After being modulated, its power level is amplified and it is given to the transmitting antenna. Transmitting antenna is connected to the transmitter. Friends, here at the output of transmitting antenna, we have the electromagnetic radiation carrying the acoustic sound signal, and this electromagnetic radiation may travel through the space, may travel through the cable, may travel through the wire, to which you can call it as the channel. If it is traveling through the space, if it is it has to travel to the atmosphere. During that particular traveling aspect, unwanted signal may be going to be introduced. Again, try to remember, friends, such an unwanted signal, we can call it as it is the noise. This unwanted signal, along with the information modulated wave, it reaches to the receiver. Receiver carries the receiving antenna. It converts the electromagnetic radiation into its radio frequency signal. This radio frequency signal is again amplified. It is demodulated, means original electrical signal is separated from the modulated wave, and so separated electrical audio signal is being amplified by means of an audio power amplifier, and finally it is given to the destination. Here, friends, destination indicates that it is the speaker. The speaker converts such an audio amplified electrical signal into its corresponding, what we can call it as the acoustic sound signal. Thus, with this example, we can say that original signal is the acoustic sound signal, which is given to the mic. Mic converts it into electrical signal. It is processed through all these blocks, and then lastly it is given to the speaker. Speaker again convert into its acoustic sound signal. Means original signal is acoustic sound signal, and also the destinational signal is also the acoustic sound signal. Like this, any kind of information is carried away from one place towards the another place, especially from the point of view of electronic communication. It is transmitted from transmitter towards the receiver. So one of the example which I quoted here is acoustic sound signal. Maybe it is a pressure, maybe it is a force, maybe it is a temperature, any physical parameter. By using the suitable transducer, you can convert it into its corresponding electrical signal, and then by the same way it is going to be reached to the destination. Depends upon input source, the destination is going to be changed. So this is how we can understand the meaning of electronic communication by with the help of the general block diagram of the communication system. Friends, we are going to deal with now the types of communication system. Prior to going to deal with the types of communication system, a little bit we are going to focus on the elements of the communication system. Friends, whatever we have studied in the general block diagram, that is information, which is source, transmitter, channel, receiver, destination, all these are going to be referred as the elements of the communication system. Especially information, which is source, then transmitter, then channel, then receiver, destination, and even we can include noise as the elements of electronic communication system. So friends, elements of as far as the nature of the question paper is being considered, there are short answer type questions for 2 marks, and for that particular question there may be a possibility of asking the questions like what are the elements of communication system. Now we have to proceed just to understand the types of communication system. Actually, by knowing the meaning of electronic communication system, to proceed further, the entire electronic communication system is divided basically into 2 types. One is analog communication system, second one is digital communication system, whereas which is further extended so as to get the simplex type of communication system and also the duplex type of communication system. Thus we can say basically there are 4 types of communication system, electronic communication system. One is analog communication, second one is the digital communication, third one is the simplex system, and fourth one is the duplex system. In short, the meaning of analog communication. In analog communication, the signal is communicated in the form of the analog. And analog signal is nothing but the continuously varying signal. Maybe it is in the form of voltage or maybe it is in the form of current that varies continuously in accordance with that of time. Means whatever the information is there, whatever the source is there, it is converted into electrical signal which is continuously varying with the time. Such a signal we can call it as it is analog signal, and if such a signal is transmitted from transmitter toward the receiver, then that type of communication we can call it as it is the analog communication. Friends, second communication is a digital electronic communication. Digital electronic communication is nothing but the signal is in the form of group. The signal is in the form of bunches. The signal is in the form of code. The signal is in the form of digit. The signal is the combination of 0 and 1. The signal is the combination of bits. The number of bits taken together forms a kind of a signal. That signal we can call it as it is a digital signal. And if the information is transmitted in the form of digits from transmitter towards the receiver. That is known as the digital communication. Either of the communications are suitably being used to carry the information from transmitter towards the receiver itself. Next one is a simplex system. Simplex system is a system where the information is carried only in one direction. That is means from transmitter towards the receiver. No reverse communication it is possible. For example, we can say that now I am teaching almost all the students, you are listening. It is a one-way communication. It is a one-way communication. You are not communicating with me, but only I myself is communicating with you. Here, no reverse communication you are doing. Such a type of the communication we can call it as it is a simplex type of communication system. Next type of communication is a duplex type of communication system. Duplex type of communication system is a communication system which takes place in both the direction simultaneously. Means the signal is carried away from one end towards the other end and also from other end towards the previous end. Means bi-directional communication it is possible. And that bi-directional communication system we can call it as a duplex type of communication system. Duplex type of communication system we can call it as a type of wireless communication where the signal is transmitted in both the direction. Simplex type of communication system is a communication system where the signal is transmitted from one point to the other. Means, for example, television communication system. Here the signal is transmitted only from transmitter towards the television receiver. Another example of duplex system is that telephone communication. It is a kind of a bi-way communication because through both the ends the subscribers are going to communicate with each other. Now such a type of the communication system we can call it as it is a duplex type of communication system. Friends, to proceed further, we are going to deal with the details regarding the analog communication system. The general block diagram which we have studied prior to this is again a very good example of the analog communication system. Thus we can say the block diagram, general block diagram which we have studied is quite analogous to the analog communication system, and that's fine. The same aspect is going to be gets included as a block diagramic representation of the first type of electronic communication system, to which we can call it as it is the analog communication system. So merely it is a kind of a repetition for you. That means analog communication system, the block diagram of analog communication system, and also the block diagram of general electronic communication system are one and the same. So that's fine. Again, I will explain the same aspect so that most of the points which are not covered in the general block diagram system, all those are going to cover here once again. Thus we can say the analog communication system again includes the information source, means again whatever we want to transmit, which is in the physical form, all those are called as the information or source. From the point of view of dictionary meaning, again we can say it may be views, expressions, opinion, message, anything to be transmitted. So maybe it is a kind of a physical signal, maybe it is a kind of a physical signal like acoustic sound signal, temperature, pressure, force. If it is required to be transmitted from one point towards another point for the purpose of measurement, for the purpose of detection, then we can also say that itself as the information or a source. So all such physical quantities are going to be included within the block which I call it as information or source. Friends, such physical signals, it is very difficult to transmit and to cover a very long distance. And that is why there is a need of electronic communication. Again, here I am going to quote an example. Suppose I myself is teaching to you. So distance, which is you are in the classroom now. So distance present between teacher and student is somewhat less. So I am speaking by using the verbal communication. And you are listening it. You are going to act as a receiver. I am going to be acting it as a transmitter. The signal is transmitted from the source like me in the form of verbal aspect, and same are reaching to you through the space, because we are not going to be connected with the cable, we are not going to be connected with the wire. Means here media is the space. Through the space, the words are reaching to you. Your ears are going to act as a receivers. And you are feeling that some information is going to be received by you. That someone is teaching you analog communication system. This feel you are going to get it. And that's what we can call it as, it is the satisfactory communication. Means whatever I want to explain, it should reach to you. Then and then only we can say that the communication is successful. If suppose I am teaching, but whatever the information I am going to give, it is not reaching to you, then it is not a fruitful communication, or we can say it is not a successful communication. Thus, here I am going to add one thing. The communication is said to be successful if and only if whatever the information it is to be given to you, it should reach to you perfectly. So this is a very good example which just now I quoted. So such any physical information, but try to understand the distance between me and you is very, very less. We are in classroom. Suppose the number of receivers becomes more. Means someone wants to speak in front of large mob. In public, more public. Then my sound will not going to reach to that particular most of the people, because the distance between the speaker and mob is very large. Especially in society, while during the election period, speaker is going to speak from long distance and there is large amount of mob is going to gather to listen that particular speech. Under this particular condition, if the speaker speaks without electronic media, the information is not going to reach to every person. Under such a case, there is a need of electronic communication. It is a very good example which I am quoting now. Means what? Means speaker speaks through the mic. Mic convert the same acoustic sound into the electrical signal. It is given to the amplifier as a unit. Output of the amplifier is connected to the speaker, and speaker again convert electrical signal back into the acoustic signals. Means whatever the speaker is speaking, it is going to be received by almost all the receivers. So here there is a need of electronic communication. Friends, suppose the information which I am going to deliver is, say, out of Akluz, maybe say at Malsiras, maybe say at Solapur, maybe say at Pune, maybe say at other places. In such cases, the system becomes still complicated. Under that particular condition, the communication is done with the help of a radio frequency signal. That means by modulating the original information, and then it is transmitted through the, by converting radio frequency signal into the electromagnetic radiation, then it is going to cover again a very large distance. For example, television signal is there. We are listening so many programs on the radio. When you tune your Pune station on the radio in Akluz, the program is in the Pune radio center. That program you are going to receive at Akluz on your radio by sitting in your house. Friends, try to remember that the distance between Akluz and Pune is very, very large. Not only this, you are getting the television signals. Suppose there is a cricket match, and the cricket matches are going on in abroad. So the match is going on in England, and you have an experience to watch the same cricket match on your television screen by sitting in your house very comfortably. So distance still increases, but till satisfactory electronic communication, it is possible because you are enjoying that particular type of cricket match audibly as well as by means of an video. Such all systems are going to be included as an electronic communication. Friends, try to remember I am quoting now how electronic communication is needed and it is useful. So that is the reason why we are going to make use of electronic communication rather than the verbal communication, where it makes you clear the use of electronic communication system. So all such information signals are going to be discussed within this particular block diagram only. Very simple aspect. So that's again I am going to say that the information, the source, it is given to the transmitter. In the transmitter, the signal is amplified, the signal is modulated. So what is the modulation? How the signal is modulated? What are the types of modulation? Again we are going to study, but we are studying in next topic. The modulated signal is amplified, its power level is amplified. It is either carried away through the cable or it is given to the transmitting antenna. If it is given to the transmitting antenna, the RF signal is going to be converted to the electrical signal or electromagnetic radiation. The electromagnetic radiation travels through the space and reaches to the receiving antenna. Under such a condition, the signal which is transmitting from transmitting antenna and traveling through the space and reaches to the receiving antenna, this particular path is going to act as a channel. If suppose the signal is carried away through the cable directly, the cable is going to reach to the receiver, and that's why the cable is going to act as a channel. During this type of communication aspect, the unwanted signal may be going to be introduced in the channel because it is an inherent part of the communication system. Always noise is there. Always noise is there. So just to understand the meaning of noise, if suppose there are summer days, a person, an old aged person is sleeping in the room and some small children are playing. While playing, they are making the sound. That sound, from the point of view of that old age person in the room, is going to act as a noise. So, which is unwanted for that particular person. But even though it is unwanted, he has to listen it. So, thus, the noise is an inherent part of the communication system. We can reduce it, we can minimize it. Now, such a signal, it carried away through the channel and from the channel, it reaches to the receiver. If the signal is coming from the space, it is given to the receiving antenna. The receiving antenna convert that RF electromagnetic radiation into its radio frequency signal. It is amplified. After being amplification, it is a demodulated again. Means the original information is bifurcated, separated, carrier wave is removed, original information, then it is given to a destination. Again, destination does the job of converting electrical signal into its original information. Thus, in all these cases, we are transmitting the analog signal from transmitter up to the destination. And that's why such a communication system, we can call it as it is the analog communication system. Friends, today we have covered some of the aspect of the fundamentals of communication system. Where we have studied, this is merely for the revision. We have just introduced the meaning of electronic communication system. So electronic communication system is the communication system in which expressions, views, opinions, message, information, after being converted into the electrical signal, it is transmitted from one place towards the another place. The communication is said to be a successful communication provided it perfectly reaches to the receiver, so that the purpose of communication is going to be get satisfied. After that, we have studied why there is a need of communication system. So electronic communication system is needed just to reduce the height of antenna, just to increase the speed of communication system, just to reduce the time of communication system, just to give the information regarding the earthquake, disasters, flood aspects from one person to the another person, that is from transmitter to the receiver. In all such cases, we are in need of communication system. Then we have studied the elements of communication system. As far as the elements of communication system is considered, it includes transmitter, channel, receiver, noise, destination, and information or source. These are the elements of communication system. Then we have studied types of communication system, where we have covered the 4 types. One is analog communication system, second one is a digital communication system, third one is a simplex system, and fourth one is the duplex communication system along with their respective meaning. And out of 4, we studied one type of communication system to which you can call it as the analog communication system. So friends, from the point of view of question paper, we can say general block diagram of communication system, maybe it is asked for long questions, or maybe it is going to be asked for 3 to 4 marks question. Analog types of communication system, it is going to be asked for 2 marks question. Need of communication system, it is again going to be asked only for the 2 marks communication system. And analog communication system is similar to that of the general communication system. Maybe again it is going to be asked for 3 marks type of the questions. Thus friends, as being this is the first period of the electronic communication system. So I hope you understood what I want to say regarding the first few aspects of the fundamentals of the communication system. If you have got any queries, if you have got any doubts, you may ask at any time. So there is a question answer period time. If you have got any questions, you may ask. Otherwise, you may contact me personally. All your doubts are going to be clear. So that's all about the today, which we plan to transmit and receive the information regarding the first topic. Okay friends, if you have got any doubts, you are most welcome, and don't hesitate to ask the questions. Till and until you are going to ask the questions, your doubts are not going to be clear. If you are not going to ask the questions, definitely what teacher is going to understood that you understood everything, or you doesn't understand anything. But if you start asking the questions, you are understanding something and you are not going to understand something. So that whatever you are not understanding, those doubts are expected to be clear. So again, you are most welcome to ask the questions without hesitating. Please ask the questions at any time, anywhere in the college, within the college premises. You can ask it, or you may ask it online. My contact number is along with you. Through that, on the phone, your doubts are going to be get clear. Okay friends, today we are going to stop.